Joining me now is Doug Shen from Baltimore. He's the president and chief executive officer of RNA-immune. It's a company focusing on the development of treatments and vaccines. Doug, it's interesting. The G7, of course, just had this meeting where there was a big push to get these countries to step up for more equitable vaccine distribution. But this is something China's already doing, isn't it?
Yes, definitely. I think the world really need to help from the U.S. and China, those kind of leading countries, provide more vaccine to those developing countries, include South American countries like Mexico and Brazil. And yeah, so we are working together. I mean, only we working together and we can end this pandemic. So.
And Brazil and Mexico have really seen a huge number of cases, so this is really a shot in the arm for them in a sense too, isn't it?
Yeah, sure, and we do see those kind of the surging case. So as I know, so a lot of Chinese vaccine company, they did a phase 3 clinical trial in South America, like Mexico and Brazil. So they really provide a vaccine with some countries. So I think it's reasonable, and I think it's also social responsibility for China to provide those kind of vaccine to those kind of countries.
And talking about social responsibility, it was already back in October that China joined COVAX, the program backed by the World Health Organization to help distribute vaccines equitably for rich and poor countries alike. This was a program, though, that was shunned at the time by the then President Trump. China planning to donate somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 million doses. The pandemic, though, give us your sense. It really can't be neutralized without efforts like this. I mean, it's got to be attacked in every country around the world because it spreads so easily, right?
Definitely, because virus, they don't have the borders, and the whole world, we have almost 8 billion people, and so no one will be safe until everybody will be safe. So we really need to step to fight the pandemic together. So China donate 10 million vaccine, and also commit 1 billion loan for those kind of South American country for those kind of vaccines. And it's a really crucial because those kind of rich countries, they have enough those kind of vaccine to cover their population, but at the same time, other countries, they are struggling. So especially those kind of developed country, the country in South America and the country in Africa. So how can we equally distribute the vaccine to those kind of countries? So that's really, really critical. And also it's critical to reopen the world economics. So you can imagine, so the world cannot be reopened without end this pandemic. So that's not just a kind of social responsibility, and it's we must to do that and together, and then we can win this war. So.
Yeah. Doug Shen joining us from Baltimore. Thanks so much for your observations. I apologize for some of the instability of our live shot there.